Hello, everybody. I'm going to apologize in advance. This is going to be very ad hoc. Not that my others are not ad hoc, but this is going to be more ad hoc than normal. It's been a while, and I wanted to get back on the horn. So here I am. Here we are. And so, what is the topic that I would like to bring up today? It's a good question. It's a question I ask myself. But it is nukes. Let's talk nuclear weapons, nuclear technology. So, what does Bob know about nukes? Nothing. But a while ago, maybe 10 years ago, I read a book. It was called American Prometheus. Prometheus, I believe, these are all to be edited or vetted from a truth standpoint. Prometheus, I believe, was a Greek god who brought fire to humans. So American Prometheus was a detailing of the Manhattan Project. What was the Manhattan Project? You all know. It was the beginning of nuclear weapons. And it was in Los Alamos, New Mexico. And Robert Oppenheimer and Leslie Groves, or Graves, I want to go with Graves, led the entire initiative. And what they did with Einstein and Max Planck's work before created the most destructible weapon that humans have ever come up with. So I want to ask a few questions about this. My whiteboard, Manhattan Project was one. So Graves, and Oppenheimer, well, I won't say operated. They created the first nuclear weapons, and if my recollection is correct, there were two. First one was named Fat Man, and the next one was named Little Boy. Fat Man was made of plutonium, and that was dropped on Hiroshima. The second one was named Little Boy, and that was dropped on Nagasaki. And Little Boy was uranium and was much more powerful. If you think about what nuclear technology is, it's nuclear fusion where atoms come together, and the outcome there is an output of energy. And if you can capture that energy, then you're in a potentially productive spot, or destructive spot if you want to start blowing shit up. But that's the whole idea, is that you irritate atoms enough, or elements enough, where they find a home within each other. And energy is, as we all know, is not replaceable. I mean, it's here to stay. It just moves around. Anyway, so the question is, we can harness atomic energy and we can blow things up, but we can do other things with it too. So, I mean, let's think about nuclear type of plants that produce electricity, and how that works. At least my understanding, and I'll vet this, is that the nuclear energy can heat up water, and then you use the water to the hot water and the steam to produce some sort of electrical energy. So that's all good, but then you think about Chernobyl and the political fear that a nuclear meltdown is going to happen. And I mean, you can't even walk around the Chernobyl area anymore. You still can't, and it's what, 70 years past, because of the radiation. And we don't need to get maybe radiation will be a different topic, but that is what it is, and that was a very bad, obvious outcome. However, is that a worse outcome than boiling our seas or producing some toxic level of CO1 or CO2 into the atmosphere, and just destroying our air and our water and our skies and our everything else? I doubt it. But all our nuclear facilities are being shut down. They've been shut down. So the morality on this, let's think about Fat Man and Little Boy. Should we want nukes to be around? Like Pakistan and India, United States, England, Germany, France, we all have nuclear weapons. But hasn't that just stopped us from going to World War III? I mean, I think that's a legitimate question to ask. And I'm not saying nukes are a good thing, but there's a real level of culpability. That's not the word. Some sort of not retention, like some sort of stopping of aggression. Because you don't want to get nuked. No one wants to get nuked. So are nukes a good thing or a bad thing? It's up to you to decide. Anyway, Happy New Year. Let's celebrate when we can. This channel still has nothing going behind it other than your support. So thank you very much. Love you guys. Straight up, if I could find the stop button, I would push it, but I can't.